Hello and welcome back to Plant Rant. Here I have some repurposed, some reused plastic jugs filled with algae. Now they're not totally filled because you can see through some of them. Indeed, most of them. But these two are the result of me filling this on up with water, filling up whichever of these two is the new one, and then diluting them both with what was in here. As a result, I have 6 gallons of algae rather than 5. Now, one thing you will notice with a lot of people that grow spirulina, scientific name is Arthrospira platensis, is they often have a machine pumping air in. Well, I've got a straw, so I just exhale in each one a lungful and go from there. Leave it open so that they can get CO2 throughout the day, because frankly I'm not going to put a cap on it just to risk it dying. So, head into the back. Brand new worm bin. I know the lid doesn't fit, but I messed that one up myself because moron. Moronicus. Yeah, there you go. Now, what the point of this is, this bottom one here did not come with this. I picked this one up at Walmart. This way, any worm tea, as people call it, I just call it worm pee because that's the same thing. So I can drain this whenever I need into a cup or something and put it into whichever plant I feel like putting it into. Top one is food, just worm food. This is a mulberry cutting that did not grow. I had to cut it, and I'll show you why in a little bit. But you go under this mess, you've got some nasty old bananas, because they like that, and you got some worms crawling up through those holes, and something kind of beetle. I think it's a palmetto bug. Whatever. Got some ants in there too, so I'm not worried about it. And some air holes too, which every bug in the neighborhood is going to crawl through. But under that is where the worms are. See, and some weeds, because life finds a way. So the point of this is the worms will crawl. Worms in darkness have a tendency to crawl up. So they will all eventually climb up into the food bin. I can swap the food and the dirt bin around and dump the dirt bin in my garden. Well, the reservoir's gone. The rose bush is moved, and the weed bins, no, not that kind of weed, have been dumped. And those weeds have been put into the worm bin. So, from my rose bush, I moved my vanilla orchid, that's this thing, into my apple sapling thing. I did a little bit of weeding in here. Gotta do a bit more. Nice thing about weeding and having a worm bin is whatever I pluck, whatever I pull out of here, goes into the worm bin. So even the stuff I don't want has a purpose. Now, this thing is cantaloupe, assuming it grows anymore. I'll get back to that in a little bit here. So this was just above that, and can't have it taller than the house. Understandable. Not preferable, but understandable. So I had to cut it up and pull a dead leaf off. I tried planting them, much like this one here. This is my attempt at planting a mulberry cutting. I don't know cuttings, so that didn't work. As is this, another one I didn't notice to pull. And here's a dead goji berry. I'll leave that alone because there's still a tiny bit of green in there. Green is good. Do a bit more weeding here. Look at all that worm food. All right. Thank you, weeds. You feed my worms for me. More than I could. I don't know what that is. Looks like a herb. I'm not putting it in my mouth though. I'm not going to try eating some strange plant. I don't want to die. Anytime soon, at least. So, the mulberry cuttings that I purchased are now saplings. Sapling I bought at Walmart is now a tree. Here's my rose bush. I didn't bury it, I just kind of plopped it down and patted dirt and dead roots around it like a little volcano. So that's that. A little more weeding. I've already hacked some of this off from the bottom, little outgrowths, so it's doing good. I like it. Look at those pretty flowers too. So here's a bunch of cantaloupe. All the taters are dead, unfortunately. Got a bean there. Cantaloupe's encroached all the way into the tomato bin, or the tomato stand, or whatever you call it. I call it whatever comes into mind. Look at all this mess. But there are some cantaloupes here already. As you can see, I got a baby one there. I swear I had another baby cantaloupe in here. Huh. I'm not seeing it, but you can see all the holes in them. That bug's eating half of it. That's a tomato. And that was a bug. I just made it fly. Yeah, it's a tomato. And half the leaves are dying. On to lemons. Probably should have went to them first, but haven't done this in a while. I almost can't remember what plants I've got. There's my dear old mom's banana tree. That's a lot greener than it was a few months ago. Must have been all that heavy rain. So I've got this little lemon sapling here. Nice thing about I recently read that mulberries and lemon sapling and lemon trees actually do good indoors. So I might buy a couple more of these. This is a might, not a will. Doesn't look too good, but it's doing good. I might still eat that. Well, not eat it, but lemonade. Oh. Got one right there. Oh, good. I can get one or two of these, put them in my room in the same bin, and a mulberry sapling too. That way I've got a nice indoor plant to with the flowers to keep my room smelling pretty. And every now and then I'll have some berries or some lemons. Maybe I can graze on it a bit. So, hope you guys like this new plant rant. Sorry about some of the flowers dying, like the begonia. If you like it, hit that button. If you don't like it, hit that button if you really need to. Subscribe if you like it. And if you love it, go to my About page on YouTube. Click the little blue link. And it'll take you to PayPal so you can donate a penny if you feel like it. There you go for watching. Have fun, stay safe, and goodbye.